How's it going, guys? It's your boy Poppy Wolf, and we're back at it again with another episode of Reincarnated as a Slime. And I know the last episode review didn't come out, sadly. I'm sorry. I worked on it. I've done everything I could, but they kept striking it down every time I tried to upload it different. Um, so I'm sorry about the last episode. I really wish it came out, the review, but we're gonna try again with this episode. And if this episode doesn't if it gets striked or stricken down, then I probably won't be doing another episode of Reincarnated as a Slime. But for now, I'll just talk about the last episode real quick. It was dope. We saw a trade being commerced. We saw they're working on a brandy deal, so they're they're doing a liquor deal with the other kingdom, basically. What else? What else happened in this episode? We found out that Benimaru is not on par with the animal kingdom, Urineza's king. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff I covered in the last episode. I really wish you guys can see it, but you can't. I'm sorry. But let's talk about this episode, because we go back to the kingdom of Gazel. I mean, the kingdom of Gazel, the Dworgen. We see King Gazel. We're talking with him, and then Rimuru gives him a little bit of information about how he was able to beat Carbidus, and he lets him know, look, I didn't beat him. I had Lilium the Demon Lord do it. And they're like, what, Lilium? What are you talking about, bro? Stop cracking jokes. He's like, it's not a joke, bro. Like, she did it. And it turns out she's one of the oldest Demon Lords too. Not the strongest, but she's one of the oldest. So that's something. And we continue with they're in Dworgen. They're kind of making relations with each other, and they bring up a kingdom called Fulam, which is where Yom's from, and they're kind of hinting that kingdom is like the place of trade, and that's the number one rival now for the kingdom of Tempest when it comes to trade now, since they're making deals with Urinzia and a bunch of other kingdoms. So that's going on. And he makes we get Rimuru's big old speech about how his kingdom is modeled after Dworgen, and how he wants to be able to have a place where monsters, humans, and everything else can coexist in the Tempest Federation. And it's pretty cool that a lot of races are here jiving what he's saying. But I thought what was really funny too is the King Gazel kind of just like destroys his entire speech by saying, bruh, you were being way too humble, you were asking for sympathy. Like, he was going through the whole rhetoric with him. And I think he's correct. Like, if you're gonna be a king or a leader of a place, you can't be too humble. You can't be too asking of the people. Sometimes you have to take the helm and just tell them, this is what we're doing. We're going to do this. You have to listen to me because I am your king. And I think he's right, because if you're too sympathetic with people, or you keep trying to play off of people's emotions, or you keep going too pathos with things, you're going to realize that you're not necessarily going to get out of trouble that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, your convictions can only speak so far. And we better see this after after we see Rimuru and the Goblin Boys, Gopta, and all of them like slowly migrate their way to the elf brothel. And I fucking love this part, bro. Like, there's nothing like a good old time when you and your boys want to sneak out to the strip club or whatever kind of shady, very I guess brothel-like places. I don't know. It was just so funny to see them all together, drinking, having fun, enjoying the company of women. And I think it's just so fun, like that, how like he stays in his slime form. And I think that's funny, is like he doesn't even show his human form there. He just wants to be like babied and smothered and just enjoy like getting boobs in your face. And I think it's just so natural, dude. I think I just had a whole flashback to me and my boys when we do stuff like that, and I was just like, oh damn, bro. Like, I know exactly how he feels. I know exactly like the getting drunk and enjoying the company of beautiful women, and how like how amazing that all is. And it's so funny because Gopcha is like in love with one of the ladies. He's like, oh my god, she's amazing. And then they're all doing the funny stuff to impress the girls, and he's making a little like deal with giving them some of the brandy. It was just a fun little cute little segment of this episode, and I thought it was so cool. And then we get the real big with this episode when the boys are leaving, and then Shion and Shuna like find them, and they're like, no. And it's just like the awkward moment when your girl finds out that you're out with your boys and you guys are up to no good. You're like, no, I promise it wasn't me. It was so funny. It was so cute too. I just enjoyed it. It was just so dope to see all that kind of like happen together. And it's funny to see how like Shion and Shuna are just punishing the boys for having a good time, and then Rimuru tries to do the whole speech thing again, except by like being too humble, too humiliating, and kind of play on the sympathy of the girls have for him. And he's punished for a week by eating Shion's cooking, and he's just like, can it just be 3 days? She goes, no, a week's fine. A week is all you get. And it's just like, oh. This was a fun episode, man. This was cool. Like, it was funny to see like Shion get drunk. It was funny to see like how like the elvish women just like fawned over like Rimuru. And it was also cool to see like how like he's really trying to make a strong nation and a very free nation that's no discrepancies, no discrimination, and that just sees the people, not the race. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so this was a cool episode. Nothing too special at all. It's like an average episode. It was like a 7 out of 10. It was cool. It was funny. It was all right, but it just wasn't like anything like that progresses the story or anything. It was just the fun to see like Rimuru and the boys get into like mischief and stuff. So yeah, like it was a fun 7 out of 10 episode. A high 7 out of 10. You know what? 7.5. Let's give it a C+ because it was dope. I really did have a fun time laughing watching these goofballs get in the situation with the girls. Hopefully this episode doesn't get taken down. If it does, I'm gonna have to, sadly, like I'll post on my channel saying like, you know what, we can't do slime no more because Bandai keeps striking the videos. It struck the second one. The first one's still up. I'm really sorry that we didn't get the second episode up. All you need to know is I enjoyed that second episode. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. Like it was so cool to see like the politics of it. And anyways, yeah, this episode there wasn't too much, so we're gonna end it here. Hopefully this one doesn't get stricken down. This is your boy Papa Wolf saying peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So remember, 1,000 subscribers. Late.